Welcome. All right, so what is the division property for trigonometric expressions? Well, let's go back to kind of, what our original division property tells us. And going back, if we had two numbers, not two numbers, if I had the same number divided by itself, we know that that value is always going to equal 1. And then also you worked on this with, we also worked with this with polynomials. If I had a polynomial in my numerator and had the exact same polynomial in my denominator, let's see, n of x, we know that that value was always going to divide into 1. Well, it works the exact same thing if I'm using my trigonometric functions. If I have anything with any trigonometric function f of x over g of x, f of x, we know that that value is going to equal 1. So let's kind of go over some examples and see about this. Well, if I had 5 over 5, we know that that value is always going to equal 1. I could have x squared divided by x squared. That equals 1. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1, right? Because those are exactly the same binomials, they not really cancel out, but they divide into 1. So this is going to be working out a lot when we're dealing with our trigonometric expressions. And not always are they going to be so obvious. A lot of times what we're going to have to do is, look to simplify by either factoring or doing some operations to be able to get it where we can apply the division property. But in this case, let's just say I said sine of x times cosine of x divided by sine of x. Well, in this case, we now have sine divided by sine. By applying my division property, I'm just going to be left with cosine of x. But it also doesn't just sort of work with the functions by itself. Let's say I had an expression. If I did 1 plus 2 sine of x divided by 1 plus 2 sine of x times 1 minus sine of x, right? Well, in this case, you guys can see that my expression 1 plus 2 sine of x is the exact same as my 1 plus 2 sine of x in the denominator. So therefore, those just divide out, leave me with 1 over 1 minus sine of x. So in this course, we're going to be doing a lot of problems. Now, I'm just giving you guys ones that are already kind of set up. But what we're going to do is work on practicing to get our trigonometric expressions into a format where we can now apply the division property to help us simplify the expression. Thanks.